Hey, back once again. Young Philliam Brown, Jason D. Xavier, of UCAS, if you will. We are talking on today's topic of release. Release. As we maneuver through our day to day experiences, our day to day life, we absorb countless amounts of energies from people's thoughts, opinions, ideas, interpretations. Social media is probably the biggest one because, everyone's trying to put out their own form of entertainment, their own form of ideas, you know, whether positive or negative, whether bad or good. And this is, obviously not the worst thing. As an alchemist, I believe our role is to transmute these energies into something that we could actually, you know, benefit from, retain some peace from, if you will. Maintain peace, whether positive or negative. Neutrality is the best place to act, as you can intentionally make the best choice for yourself and your being without being influenced by any emotion. hmm That's why I do enjoy the topic of release, because it allows us to get deep into what these, I guess, energies are. It allows us to process. It allows us to take into account, focus on what you need to actually do to get rid of all of the, uneasiness, the pain, whatever it may be, the stresses. It's very important to be releasing these. Sun is looking fire on my. Sun is looking fire on the head top right now. I'm looking like, hey, yo. Anyway, point being, you got to find where these energies reside, and in my opinion, processing them is the best way to get on with your day. You know what I mean? To feel good, to feel better about yourself, to maneuver whatever you want to accomplish in this life. Straight up, really and truthfully. The way I see it, if you don't, then the energy doesn't get destroyed. It's not getting created and can only be transmuted. And in this case, if it stays in your body, I imagine it just lingers there like stagnant water, building up dirt and debris, causing stress and traumas. I call them re-stressors, if you will. Re-stressors. Best way to get rid of them is to just release them. You got to focus on them. You can't ignore them and be like, oh yeah, this doesn't affect me, because obviously that's not really transmuting. It's not really being processed. It's just being ignored. And things you ignore usually, I guess, don't grow any power, because the saying is, where your attention goes, energy grows. However, as an alchemist, I believe the best. It's one of those ones. It's like, you could, if you focus on the pain, if you follow the fear, if you follow the pain and try to process that, it might hurt in the short term, but in the long run, you will benefit. You would benefit like exponentially, really and truthfully, because now you know how to deal with that certain type of energy, that certain type of stress and pain, and you can work through it, and you'll be better off for it for the rest of your life. Straight, just really and truthfully, quite simply. So, you know, release. There are no rules to how you release this energy as well. You can really only do what is best for you. You know what I mean? You know your body, you know your pain, and it's a good way to um, work on your vulnerability and expression, honesty with yourself. You deepen your relationship with yourself. You know what I mean? Get in tune with your heart space. Whew. Get in tune with your heart space and really feel the stresses inside your body. Why do I feel this way? What can I do to make myself feel better? You gotta ask yourself the questions. You gotta look at the fear in the face and work through it. False evidence appearing real. You must face everything and rise. Me, I'm a man of God. I forward all of my issues to heaven. But as they say, faith without works I don't know, something about faith. It was something about faith and works. You need to work as well as have pure faith in the work you were doing. You know what I mean? So, yeah, release your inhibitions. Only you can let it in. Feel the rain on your skin. Anyway, you get the point. Process your shit. Process your traumas. Process your stresses. Otherwise, they're just going to build up. It's like anger and resentment. When you're angry and you don't let it out, it solidifies into a deep, dark block of resentment and hate, malicious and vindication, vindictive vindication, if you will. Anyway, point being, tune into the heart space, feel vulnerable, be honest with yourself. Like, for example, my right shoulder is fucking, I was feeling janky right now. I was feeling quite janky, so I'm just like, fucking, moving, grooving, schmoving with the flow. And it's like, oh, okay, now we're feeling a little bit stimulated. We're feeling a little bit better. There's no rules here. There's no wrong way to release your energy. Only the way you do. Or for you, because I hope this helped as well. Also, check in the description below. I offer some free consultation calls, 15 minutes, nothing too crazy. I just want to, support the people, be more direct with helping people, because obviously life is hard, man. Straight up. I ain't even gonna lie, man. Life is hard. Maintaining the peace is quite difficult. So I do offer my services completely free. Yeah, obviously donations are open as well, because money is a lovely resource to have, man. I fucking love money. Money is great. Allows me to buy the things that I want to buy. Invest that capital into my friends, family, into my business, into myself, into our ministry. I watched a video about Charles Bukowski yesterday, talking on money. And that really changed my concept of how to view money. Definitely not something to be ashamed of, nothing to fear. It's not something bad that should be, demonized, if you will, despite how it's used in today's society, in my opinion. It's something to be, would I want to say obtained? I don't know. But we'll leave that for a different topic, The concept of money. The content. Hey, we got the content ideas just dropping. The story writes itself. Check my shit out. Check out my link tree. Check out my Instagram. I drop some wild shit. My Instagram story is probably the most. I love fucking making that shit, man. It makes me. Anyway, Okereke out for the second time. Sending love, light, truth, abundance, expression, vulnerability. And don't forget, let your heart be the compass that guides you towards your truth, nigga. Come on.